Oh, I was wondering, what are your take, all three of you, on Rand Paul's proposal of a 14.5 across the board tax with no loopholes?
Okay, the Rand Paul tax plan. I'm a little worried that his business tax is actually a VAT, but what do y'all think?
He keeps in, I believe, 2 deductions for charity and for the mortgage. So I believe in purity, because if you justify one, then everyone's going to justify another. And that's why under the proposal we have is you give people a choice when you have a flat tax. You can go for the flat tax, or if you lack self-esteem, love to punish yourself, you can stay with the old system. This way, people don't get hung up. Am I going to lose this? I'm going to lose that. You just say, see for yourself. You make the choice. 99% will go with the simple one.
I agree with that. I like his Rand Paul's proposal is much better than what we have to now. Now, the problem is it's similar to the Tax Reform Act in 1986, the Reagan tax reform. Is what happened is before Reagan had his tax reform, tax rates, the top tax rate was 70%. Reagan dropped it down, phased in to 28%. We got rid of a lot of loopholes, supposedly, took away a lot of tax deductions. And then all of a sudden, a new Congress gets in, a new president gets in, and boom, we've lost deductions, and all of a sudden the tax rates start rising, and we were worse off today before Reagan's Tax Act than we were before his Tax Act. So the problem with Rand Paul is like every other tax reform, is it might last for a few years and then everything just continually gets worse. I'm for tax reform. I'm for reducing taxes anytime, anywhere, for any amount. But if we really want to make a difference and make it permanent, we need to take the power to tax incomes away from Congress, period. Now let's do the tax reform now, because that's the easiest thing to do, but let's all get together and do something that's going to turn things around before we end up like Rome in 10 to 30 years from now.
One of the challenges of the proposal is the implied, I forget what he calls it, business transfer tax, but it's sort of a VAT. Is that's easy to raise. It's not as transparent as I'd like it to be, and that is an opening that I don't want to give Washington.
Robert, you want to add anything?
Yeah, no, I'd like to stress the door you opened. The low single rate tax that Rand puts forward is very good. He needs to amend the bills to make the business tax he has not the equivalent of a VAT, so that you could allow to expense the labor costs of a business. If you do that, then it's a low corporate income tax, not a value-added tax. The danger with the value-added tax, if you look at Europe, and Dan Mitchell's written about this at length, everybody in Europe got those value-added taxes put in because they were promising they were going to cut other taxes. But when the VAT gets in, value-added tax, total taxes go up, and the other already existing taxes increase more rapidly than before, because you just made the state bigger, tougher, more powerful, and it's easier for them to come back for more. So of all the dangers when we do tax reform, the imposition of a VAT is, I think, the biggest danger. It is what the left wants. Back early in the Bill Clinton administration, Bill Clinton twice denied that they were thinking of that, and his wife twice said that was the plan. I believe the wife. And I think when Bill was denying it, that was pretty clear that was the plan too. The other team wants a VAT because they can't squeeze any more blood out of the income tax. I mean, they can damage people who are doing better, but they can't get more money out of the income tax, and they need more money because they've got very important things to do with our lives to make us perfect or something. That is the big, big danger.
And
next question.
Just one thing on the VAT, how it goes up. Britain put in their original VAT, I think it was 8%. Now it's 21% and rising.
Yeah,
21% national sales tax and an income tax.
Actually, that's the problem with the fair tax proposal, a consumption tax. If we instituted that and we don't get rid of the 16th Amendment and prevent Congress from taxing incomes, we're probably going to have both, which would be equivalent to what Europe has, an income tax and the equivalent of VAT tax.
And then all of a sudden we're France and we have to trade our arms and surrender if there's a war.
Exactly.
VAT, actually you could look this up, but VAT is a French word for big government.